Hello, guys. How are you guys doing on this wonderful day? This is my first time going live here on Free 50 and above. Let's go. So I am excited. I'm excited that I am able to go live now, and I don't have to always just do my pre videos and try to edit them, but I probably try to edit some of this. Not sure. But I wanted to go come up today and I just wanted to keep encouraging you as women, 50 and over, to invest in yourself, to keep showing up for you. All right. And if you do not know, my name is Frida. And my YouTube channel here is Free 50 and above. Let's go. Right? And the Free is my nickname that some people call me. And also, it is get free, be free. Whatever free looks like to you, be free. Be free of the drama, free of the chaos, free of the stress. Just be free. Free of people, okay? And 50 and above is because you know what? Around 50, I started saying, wait a minute, something has to change. This is over half of where my life is. So it has to change. And just restructuring yourself. And 50, because by that time, if you have kids, they're basically about grown and out of the house, And if you have a spouse, then your spouse is, you and your spouse kind of like this, y'all connected. He don't really need you up under him all like that. You guys are so connected that all that isn't needed, and it's time to start investing in you when you had the kids and you had to do all that you had to do, or even a family member that you're taking care of, you've been taken care of for so long, um, and those things have come to fruition. So you don't have to do that anymore, or you don't have to do it as much, whatever has taken place, so it's time to start investing in you, time to start showing up for you, so that your last years will not be in a circle. Because I believe so often as parents, if you're empty nesters, this is for you as well. And the let's go, I'm getting off track. The let's go is just let's go. Let's go. Let's go and get it together. Let's go and do those things that God has given you to do. Let's go and do those dreams, aspirations, all those things that you have put on the back shelf. And it's time to dust those off and let's go. All right. So that's what my channel here is for, to encourage you as women 50 and above and empty nesters to start investing in you. Show up for you, right? We show up for so many other people. It's time to show up for you. Lord, is that for me? Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I am back. Had to go make sure nobody was at the door. Okay, so starting back. Um, yeah, show up for you. If you can hear all that noise out there, it would be my first time that I am live. That happens. Okay, so and I don't know how to pause this. So if y'all heard anything, forgive it. Yeah, I don't think you heard anything anyway. So that whew, discriminating. But I had to go down them stairs, back up them stairs. That's why I'm breathing like I'm breathing. But anywho, let's get back on track with investing in you, showing up for you, because what we do as women and with our kids, um, after our kids get so grown and on their own become adults, man, I know me. I found myself trying to engage in everything that they do. Not understanding that, look, mama, they don't want you there. They don't want you in everything. They love you, but they don't want you in everything they do. You know, go find yourself. Go do something, but don't be here. You know, um, we so often put ourselves in that circle, in that cycle of having thinking that we have to um, put ourselves in our children, our adult children lives, and we don't. And the reason we get a lot of people, women get lost doing that is because we do not make a plan to invest in us for when the kids leave, right? We got a plan of what we're gonna do. If you have a spouse, you have a plan of what you're going to do with your spouse, what you and him are going to be doing, where y'all are going to be going, how y'all going to be hanging out, different little stuff like that. But it's also a personal thing as well. You have to invest in you as well, because your husband has his own thing as well. He's his own person. You're your own person, even though you're one. Um, you've already established that over so many years, depending on how long you've been married. For me, it's been 30 some years. So, you know, we established. So now I need to go find my thing. And if he hasn't found his thing, he has to find his thing. But we're still one, coming together, doing the things that we love together. But it's also, I have to encourage him on his, he had to encourage me on my desires of what I want to do. It's out from the kids. See what I'm going? So we have to make a plan for us. You have to remember what God has put you here to do. You have to um, take assessment and say, okay, how do I get here? What do I do? What are the tools that I need to do what God has given me to do? God already has given that to you, but you sometimes have to work through it. And those desires that you have, work through that as well. The plans that you want to do. You may have a desire to help people, to go out and be a help to someone, the older people, in some type of way. So you need to put a plan together of how you would do that. And also, in the same token, take care of you. How do you put back into you as well? Okay. And there are plenty of ways. Hold on one second. that we learn to put back into ourselves. We have to prioritize our health as one thing. If that is something that you have not taken the time to do to prioritize your health, then you need to take the time to prioritize your health. um, that's a great investment right there so that you can be around to continue to invest in yourself, to pour into you. And I often say your cup needs to be running over. When you pour into yourself and your cup is running over, you don't have to worry about the overflow, the spill that's coming out of you putting that pouring into you, putting that much into you. Because what is the overflow goes to the people that you want to invest in, the people that you want to show up for after you've shown up for yourself, right? So they still get the best of you because that overflow has the love, it has the kindness, it has the smile, it has the energetic energy behind it because you are not stressed, you're not overloaded, you know, you are showing up for yourself and you're feeling good about it. You're feeling good about yourself. You're pouring into you. Your body's doing great. You're investing in things you never invested in before or that you had a dream to do before, and you're doing that, and you're doing the things that God has given you as well. So you're balanced. You're not off key. So anything that you do or give or pour into someone else, they're getting the best, opposed to you being drained and then you still pouring into people and they're not getting the best of you because you're upset, you're agitated, you're mad, you're just frustrated. They're getting all that you're giving to them. Then you feel like and you pouring something into them, but you pouring that into them as well because those feelings, the anxiety and all that goes along with whatever you're giving. Okay. So we have to learn how to pour into ourselves, to show up for ourselves, no matter what. If it takes cutting off certain people, cutting off certain activities, cutting off certain TV shows, music, whatever, feed your soul and your body good things, right? Things that are not going to deplete you and make you feel um, less than what you are, okay? Or stress you out, you know. Those people who stress you out, if it's your family, if it's your friend, if it's your daughter, son, you got to cut them off or you got to love them from afar, because your health and your well-being is what's most important, right? Because we only get this one life on earth here before God brings his kingdom back. We only get this one time to live this life here, right? So you don't want to lose out on being the best version of you. Okay. We make those decisions of how we're going to be the best version of us, right? So we make the decision if we're going to keep hanging around toxic people, taking in toxic things, reading toxic things, listening to toxic things. We make those decisions. So I am here to help guide you as well as I take this journey as well. Because it's things that in my life now that I have put in line and have made a plan to be able to do. And there's other things I have on paper that I want to do that God has given me to do as well. And I have to put a plan together to do those things, to put those things in motion. right? And it's only left up to me. It's not left up to my husband. It's left up to me to do those things because that's what I want. And that's what God has given me, right? So I have to take the initiative to do it. I have to take the initiative to invest in me. That's what I have to do. And that's what you have to do as well. So that's some of the priorities. One of the priorities is putting your health and wellness together, explore new hobbies that you want, which I talked about, things that you may be interested in that you put on the back shelf that, you're like, should I, can I, would I, if I could, would I? So, and even new things that you hadn't even thought about, those new things that has come to fruition in your mind, like, oh, I would love to do that. Explore it. Ask the Lord. In everything, seek God first, right? Set personal goals. Create a bucket list. I wouldn't call it a bucket list. Create a life life lively life list. So create a list of things that you would love to do. Even if it can involve other people, it's your investment. If your investment involves other people, then that's what it does. It involves other people. But don't let it deplete you or stress you out because you have involved those certain people. All right? That's the point. Okay? So embrace self-care. Embrace it. You may not be used to somebody taking your groceries for you, somebody doing your toes or massaging your head or massaging your back. Invest in yourself. you know get a body rub, a body scrub, a different type of spa thing that you've never tried and other people have talked about. I've never tried a spa that I don't know if you guys seen this before, but you're getting a massage as well, but you're also getting, I don't know, I guess you say washed. I don't know. I've never tried that before where they're scrubbing you with this little mat thing and then they let the water run down all on you from the top. It's running all over your body. I've never done that. Don't know if I want to. I may be interested in it. But I'm just thinking out the box of things that it's to other people it may be little things, but to you it's like, oh, check that off. I did that. I enjoyed that, but I don't know if I want to do that again. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. It's your prerogative. The main thing is you're pouring into you. And make sure, the very first thing I wanted to say, but make sure you investing in yourself spiritually because that is the only way you're going to really be able to tap into the things that God has for you. Is to make sure you invest in yourself spiritually, that you read your word, you get up and meditate on the word, you get up and meditate and enjoy the day, the morning, have a free time by yourself with you and the Lord. You know, saying his word, listening to his word, listening to the music, spiritual music, something that's going to soothe your soul, talking to God early in the morning, late at night, in the middle of the day. Make sure you invest spiritually in yourself because that is the key, guys. To me, it is nothing better for me to get up and enjoy, oh my God, the Lord. Enjoy him speaking to me in peace and silence. I don't have to answer to anyone at that time. It's just me and God. You know what I'm saying? And enjoying his word, and just him giving me something, feeding me. Um, it does something for me, you know. So that's something that you want to make sure you invest in as well. um Update your style, you know. Sometimes we get stuck in the same old style. Change your glasses, wear some glasses. They don't have to be prescription glasses. Wear some. Mine are readers, but change your style a little bit to something that you prefer. You know, someone can suggest it. I think you look good in this, you know. And if it's nothing that tickle your fancy, don't mess with it. Do what you like. If you want to put on orange, purple, green, and white, and some burgundy shoes, do it. You know, if that's what makes you happy, if you want to change it up that way, change it up that way. You feel like you need to free yourself of cutting off your hair and getting a new style, do it. It's hair. Preferably it will grow back. If not, they have plenty of scarf styles out here for you. So that is basically some of the things that I just wanted to come up here today, um, and continue to encourage you to invest in yourself, you know, and make sure you invest in yourself financially as well. Make sure you're somewhat financially stable. That doesn't mean that you're going to have all the money in the world, but you know what? If you have Christ, you got everything, because he does nothing but continue to supply. He knows how to add, multiply, divide, and everything else. Okay? And he will subtract if he needs to. Because if money is your main thing, he'll subtract that from you or keep taking it from you and putting it in other places. And then by the time you figure it out, okay, you know, it ain't that serious. I can indulge in this little um $15 thing that I want to try. You know, I don't have to hold on to it so tight. You know what I say? You know what I mean? So yeah, God is your financial person, but you still need to make sure that you have things in order, either things paid off, and you don't have to worry about if something happens. You don't have to be paying on this and that and this and that. If you have to live at your minimum, you know, of what you have. But I just know God, even when you don't have the money in the bank, but he's put you in a position to have everything done, paid off, no debts hardly at all. I just believe God continues to supply what you need and more. Okay? You just have to be in position to receive it. And it's not always money cash in your hand. It's those gifts that he's seeing by other means, you know, blessings that he's seeing by other means that you didn't even have to put any money to. Okay, or if you did, it was just a little bit, wasn't enough to where you know this didn't cost that. You see what I'm saying? So invest, um be stable in your financials as well. And anything that you know that you good at or you used to love to do, like any crafts or hobbies or anything like that that you know you used to be good at, and you might want to, you know, try your hand at it again, do it. If I know, I used to be acting used to come to me very very good. I used to do some plays, so I'm like, do I want to dab in that again? I might want to, you know, you used to draw, you used to color, you know, you used to build things, you used to sew. crochet, anything like that. You used to read and write. Think of plays that you could do, that it would be in your mind of a certain play or a certain character, anything like that. Go for it. You hear me? Go for it. If that's even in your own little thing that you put it together, and it's sitting over here and you just dab in it every now and then, do that. That's a part of your creativity that God has given you. And you don't want to sit on it anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sit on that anymore. You want to tap into it and see how far God can take it. Okay? So those are some of the things. Tap into your creativity of whatever that may be. And you don't have to share all this stuff with people. You do not have to share it with people. That could be your own private little thing. Then bam. I'm like, what? I didn't know you did all that. It ain't for you to know. It's all right. That's what I like to do. You know? No, I like doing it. So tap into that. Reconnect with nature. If you're a nature person, you like being outside. About the only thing I like about nature outside. Now I like going outside, maybe walking a little bit every now and then. I'm not a person. I'm just not a person that do any camping outside or anything like that. I love beautiful flowers and stuff, but I'm not that type of person right now that gets in the garden and do stuff like that. Um, so I'm not that type of nature person. I like to swim. I love to swim. Now I'll do something like that. I ain't talking about no dump hole or nothing. I'm not going to nature like that. But I like to swim. So I do that. Anything else? I love going to the beach, love going to the ocean. Um, I can't think of anything else that I like being out, adventurous, as far as seeing other countries, seeing other places, going to different museums and stuff like that. That's about as nature as I get. Now, when you're talking about out there, planting seeds and getting my hand dirty in the mud and staying outside with the crickets and the spiders and stuff, or doing some what you call them things, marshmallows and stuff like that. Um, whole while I'm holding that marshmallow, I'm looking. What was that? Not my type of nature. But if you are a nature person, tap back into that. Tap into it. Things that this is all things that you have, know that you may like. And it's all pouring back into you. It's all investing back into you. Okay? Because we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring us. We don't know what's going to be going on. We just don't know. So we have to celebrate life. And celebrating life is also celebrating you. Who life you celebrating? Jesus Christ and yours. And everybody else around you as well. But you got to come first before you can pour and celebrate somebody else, right? You have to have that energy. You have to have that um understanding and that mindset, and that all that love and brightness is going to shine when you have put it into you first. Because I don't care what nobody says. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be appreciated. Everybody wants a little thank you. Thank you for seeing that. Thank you for knowing that. Thank you so much for understanding that. Everybody wants that. Now, if you say you don't, deep down you're lying. Because if no one ever gives you a compliment, no one ever says, anything to you that's nice and what you've done or anything like that, you start to feel like, what the heck is going on here? Why am I putting my energy to people that's not going to give it back? At least a little bit. You got to know that we all go through that. So that's why you need to invest in yourself, because you can't count on people. You just can't count on people because they're not on the same level all the time that you're on. They're not on the same frequency that you're on. So you just can't count on that. And then you can't let that get you depressed or upset, or I'm not, people don't like me. What am I doing wrong? Because nobody is acknowledging this. I'm just wasting my time. I'm just, turning my wheels. No, baby. It's just that everybody is caught up in their own little world. So you have to grant yourself some mercy, and you have to invest in yourself. And once you're happy and invest in yourself with Christ, what you pour into someone else, you ain't even thinking about it no more. It don't even bother you anymore, because you learn how to pour. You learn how much to pour. You learn when to pour, and you learn if you pour or not, it's gonna be all right. That's what you learn, and you be okay with it. And whoever's not okay with it, you okay with that too. Do you understand? So learn how to invest in you, show up for you, celebrate you. All right? Because if you don't do it, who gonna do it? And if you're leaving in somebody else's hand, what you gonna do? Get disappointed almost every other time. All right? Can't nobody celebrate you like you. Can't nobody love on you like you. But Jesus Christ now. Don't get me wrong now. God is the ultimate lover. He's the ultimate provider. He's the ultimate God that can keep you and invest in you. But other than that, nobody else can do it but you. Okay? So learn how to be secure in God, secure in yourself, so that you can be secure and show up for others. All right? Because that's what we're here for. We are here for each other. We are here for others, but we are also here. But we can't, let me rephrase, we're here for each other, but we can't be here for each other if we are drained, right? So we have to keep our cups full so that we are not drained and frustrated. Okay? So we can come and off with love and show grace and mercy like God does for us. All right. So remember to invest and show up for you. Keep showing up. Keep showing up for you. Keep loving you. Keep going. It may be some things that come up. It may be, because that's the enemy. That's what he wants to do, is he wants to slow you down, eventually stop you, put you in your tracks. Just stop you right in your tracks. That's what he wants to do, but you got to keep showing up. Just like I'm showing up here, I'm just showing up. I'm investing in myself. I'm loving on myself. I might not give myself as much as I need to some days or some weeks, but I'm still showing up for me. I'm still enjoying life that God has given me. I'm still grateful for everything. I'm still loving on my husband, loving on my kids, loving on my family, loving on new friends. I'm still doing that, but I'm showing up for me. But I'm able to love and invest in a better way, right? I'm showing up. And when I show up for others, I'm there. I mean, when I say I'm there, all of me is there. I'm not thinking on something way over here or what happened over there. I got anxiety about what I got to do when I get back or this. None of that going on. I'm completely present. And I love that about my life now. I'm completely present when it's time for me to be there for whomever. I love that. I'm present for myself. I'm present for God. I'm present for my husband. I'm present for my kids or whatever they may need. You know, some things I'm like, figure it out. He the answer. Other things I'm like, you know what? This is what I think. You know? So show up for you. That way you can be a better you. Showing up for everybody else or who you choose to. Okay? It is not against anyone else if you don't show up for, I mean, I'm not saying don't show up, but pour into certain people. Certain people don't need to be poured into. Not from you anyway. They may need to be poured into from someone else. You know, it's not always you that has the point that has to pour in to certain people. So give yourself grace and understanding of knowing you're not meant to pour into everybody. You know how exhausting that is? Or that could be. You're not God. We're not God. So we can't pour into everybody. But who we do pour in to, it has to be the best of us. And the way you make it the best of you is to love on you, show up for you, and pour into you. Let your cup be running over, and you will be the best of you in Jesus' name. So I hope that you are encouraged now to show up for yourself, keep showing up, keep celebrating you, and learn how to put you a plan together. Um, Go into my YouTube, subscribe, click the bell so you'll know when I'm coming on, and leave a message. And I have um, two workbooks that I have on Gumroad, and I will be putting the link down there for you to be able to go to them and get those. And I think they're just $5 or something. Is how to put a plan together, how to invest in you, some affirmations and stuff. Um, Very beautiful stuff for you to get started. Okay, so just learn how to move forward. It may take a little while. It may feel a little uncomfortable. Um, it may feel like you're being selfish. You are. You are. Because you need to take time for yourself. That's what you call selfish. I'm not talking about the selfish where you just don't never pour into anybody, where you just don't care about anybody else. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being selfish to take care of you and also so you can be able to pour into others. Now, that's not being selfish as far as the bad selfish that they talk about. Okay. So, yes, pour into you. Be um, mindful of what you pour into and even what you're putting into yourself. Be mindful. Um, you know, when you pour into yourself with reading books or looking at certain films or even looking at YouTube and different things, you want to make sure it's not negative stuff that you poured into your spirit. You know, negative people up there fussing and fighting and cussing and, just got negative things to do. No, you don't want that in your spirit. Okay. You want to be feeding your spirit with kind and wonderful and positive things, right? So thank you so much for chiming in today. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you. This is my first time on YouTube. Go to my channel and subscribe, please, and let me know what you think about this live video. I pray that I'm being a blessing to someone. I pray that I am encouraging someone and letting someone know that at this age of being 50 and above, it's time to get out and start investing in you. Get out of those adult children lives, putting yourself in their lives. I mean, get out of their lives. Just be there when they need you. Be there to love on them, but don't let them be your complete everything. You need to be investing in yourself. You need to be going out doing the things that God has given you to do, and some of those beautiful, beautiful things that He has given you the desire to do. All right. I just pray that this is helping someone to get the understanding and let you know you do not need anyone's opinion, and you do not need anyone's approval but God. All right, you know what God has given you, and for what you to do, so you do it and be happy about it. All right, because life is short, so get living. Mwah. Love you. Have a wonderful day, and just stay prayed up and love on everyone else. Click that subscription bar. Have a good day.